Aquarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign Aquarius energy. So even if you're not in Aquarius, there could be Aquarius placements in your chart that the current chart is triggering right now. And so you were bought this message in divine timing, just when you were supposed to hear it. And this is where the message begins. So we have trust your intuition. You're getting a download. When Stag Spirit comes out, you're getting a download. Think of the antennas receiving from the ether, from the divine. And you're getting a download that says you have to take a lead on something. That's why the card says it, take a lead. Stag, of course, is the prince of the forest. They are the natural leader, usually patriarch. I don't think this has anything to do with patriarchy, matriarchy. I think it has to do with you recognizing that there's something in the air that you have to take initiative on. Or that this is what's going to be happening to you this week, Aquarius. That the themes of this week all revolve around the fact that because of what you're receiving, because of what you're starting to understand and become awakened by or awakened to, you're starting to realize, I have to act. Or it's not even just a realization, it's an inspiration. When Stag Spirit comes, you don't have a choice. You're being tapped. You're being tapped by Spirit that says, I need you on this one. I need you on this one. You've got to do something about it. There's this energy of fated. There's this energy of the reason why you see it is because you're responsible for it. And I know that sounds pretty heavy. It's just intense. And you won't really be able to miss it. Like I said, it's not just a realization. It's an inspiration. So it's not so much as heavy as a fire's been lit under your ass or a fire's been lit in your heart to get you to push forward and act upon something that you know, that you understand. And maybe other people don't. And that's okay that they don't understand it, but you do, you see it, and you know that that was the right time for it. Let's get into exactly what and how all of this is happening to you. Remember, if any cards fall out, it is because they're meant to be part of the reading. That's just how it works for me. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do provide those. Go check out my website to book and schedule, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. You can book and schedule right there, and you'll have your messages within 24 hours of whenever you booked. Sooner if I can get it to you. I know you guys want your readings quickly, so I try to get them to you as quickly as possible. And I do have some openings this week, so go and get yours. Aquarius. What are we taking the lead on? How is all this happening? How is all this unfolding, Aquarius? If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel and then select all notifications so that you'll know when I go live and do free public tarot card readings here on YouTube. Okay. That clearly wanted to be out. Clearly had to be. Okay, that clearly had to come out. One more. That clearly had to come out. Let's go. One more quick shuffle for Aquarius. Aquarius energy, please. Nope, we're done. We're done with this deck. Lots Scattering. Here we go. Tend to the small things. Yeah, there's been something that's been growing and festering. This is disease. And it looks innocent at first, right? It's something small and sweet. Mice are cute, actually. But where you see one mouse, there's about 100 mice in the wall. And so there's been an infestation growing up. It starts little, it starts small. But this is something that started small. And it's the buildup of a bunch of things that are small that you're becoming aware of. And you're starting to realize what a big problem it is. And how it really does need to be healed, because these small things are no longer small anymore. It's interesting because Aquarius energy is all about the people. It's all about how individuals gathering are the most powerful force. It may be that you're becoming aware that people have to start becoming aware of their power. And when it says tend to the small things, you want to tend to the small people. You want to tend to the individuals. You want to give them a voice, or suddenly you're receiving their voices. You're listening to them. Somebody here that is unheard or unrecognized or unseen or doesn't have much of a voice. That's all of a sudden, it has to do with you realizing that there's something going on here with the tiny things and that it's building up. And now we have clear out the clutter. That's Cancerian energy, which is a wonderful card because it suggests there's something in your life physically that you can get rid of to start moving the energy again. The sense of get rid of the superfluous, get rid of the stuff that you've had from before, even an old sense of self or an old sense of responsibility. Get rid of that. It's time to let that go, because you are in the process of transformation, and these insights are going to change you. And you also want to filter through the crap, especially if this is information. Aquarius, you're being called to clear out the clutter. Get like point out what the fake news is, right? Like point out what the bullshit is and get to the brass tacks of what the facts are. It's almost like, in this sense with this setup, I feel like it's almost like fact checking, right? You want to clear out the clutter. You want to clear out the too many, right? You want to clear, maybe that's the problem. Things are building up too quickly, too fast. You want to help to clear that out somehow. Then we have be at home, also Cancerian energy, but very different from frog spirit, which is also Cancerian energy. Be at home is about knowing where you belong and feeling very, very secure in your circumstance, in your situation, in your opinion, or in the place that you are right now. Feeling really good at this, or realizing relatively quickly this week that you are very at home in this arena. This could also have something to do directly impacting your home, directly impacting a place that matters to you. You'd have got an emotional connection to it. It doesn't have to be where you grew up, but something like that. Be generous of spirit is where we end. And it says that you have to look toward the future and have courage. And certainly you do. Leo energy is your opposite energy, but it is calling once again to leadership. Leadership through empowering the masses, or empowering the truth, because Aquarian energy is very much about the truth as well. Be generous of spirit is open-heartedness. So you're not doing it for personal attention. You're doing it because you know it's the right thing to do. And this is where the inspiration comes in. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty and talk about the day by day. What is going on here and how is it all playing out? I like to get right to the finish and see what are the end results? Where do we land? Okay. Where do we land? 7th day. How does all this resolve at the end of the week? Where do we land? Yep. 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 It's definitely taking action. So what is all this about? Can you please clarify for Aquarius? Also let Aquarius know what they need to know before they get into this, or as they get into this. Because there's something here that's been building. We have the Capricorn energy something from the past that's holding you back. It's tethers and chains on your legs. It could also be laws, rules, and regulations, but something is being restrictive here. This could be debt. This could be government. This is something that likes to tie things up or hold you back. So there's definitely an energy here that you've acknowledged and realized this is malefic energy. This is Saturnian energy. Saturn actually rules Aquarius too. It's your traditional ruler. But this is, you know, being hard ass, being the disciplinarian. What do you want to say about this? The devil energy usually showing up in a reading means you're still connected to some toxic energy that is holding you back. Or that's what you're up against, some toxic energy. 10 of Pentacles has got to do with money. It's got to do with somebody who is really, it's got to do with a situation where somebody is firmly connected to being secure and securing finances. And maybe even afraid of rocking the boat because financially you're in such a good spot right now. But it's almost like warning you, don't let this become your pitfall. Don't let this comfort be your trap. Know what you're really out here for. Okay? It could also just be greed. Somebody who's trying to hoard all the money or control so they can continue their control over, they can hold on to or feel in control of resources. So, okay. What about day 2? We have Piscean energy. We have the moon card. The moon speaks of illusions. It also is Saturn in Pisces right now. So trying to make sense or make something real out of those illusions. But we have something that's illusionary or something that is dreamy or creative, can be distracting. Somebody's been thinking of moving in a different direction or hiding the direction that they're actually moving in. There's some sort of subverted energy here where somebody is trying to disguise the direction they're really moving in. Why? I don't know. Let's get a why? Why are they trying to hide the direction that they're moving in? Page of Wands, because they're interested, they just don't want people to know they're interested, or they don't want people to compete or see that they're interested. Because this is a new shot or a new chance that they don't want people to interfere with. Maybe that's true too. They're trying to keep it secretive or keep it hidden because they don't want somebody to glom onto it or try to control it. Maybe this is advice for you. So hold on. What about day 3? Oh, day 3, there's a lot that comes out. So there's heartbreak here with regards to an opportunity that was lost, or money that was lost because there was some sort of decision or realization made with regards to a new direction somebody wanted to go in that they waited for a long time. It's almost like by day 3 or step 3, you realize that you've got to make a decision because it's like you're losing opportunities here, or something is losing its value and it's breaking your heart, recognizing that something has lost its value and that you kind of feel stuck, or that you can't let yourself be stuck any longer. You've got to kind of find something new or be ready. You've been hanging on to something for a while that's not going to get any better, or not, that's actually not going to gain value. That was, you thought was a huge opportunity, but ultimately it's calling you to move on from it. And then we have day 4. And then we have fast acting, something coming in very quickly and realizing what you've got to do. And that's what it is. This is the buildup. It's by day 4 that you realize, I got to take action on this. I've got to do something about it. Because if I don't, something's going to lose all of its momentum, or something's going to lose all of its value. So that's when you wake up and decide, or that all the arrows hit you and the inspiration comes. And this would be Queen of Swords. That would be you recognizing the way forward, or really what action you're going to have to take to move forward. But you're going to realize this week that you have to take action. You have to move forward, because something is threatening the value. It's like if you don't act on it and if you wait, it's going to die. And then we have the Tower as the next day, the 5th day. So there's a major change and something happening all of a sudden, very quickly. It's fated. You can't escape it. And this is the Hermit energy, Virgo energy. So maybe something that was hidden and that you didn't see, or suddenly the realization that I'm going to have to go out on my own, that I'm going to have to stand on my own in solidarity with myself. Also, this sense of maybe a surprise that revolves around a Virgo. It's like a quick snap decision. Maybe somebody is rushing to a decision because they feel like something isn't moving forward for them. Can we clarify? Yeah, there's this Tower. Can we clarify what's happening on the 5th day? How does this present itself? A Queen of Pentacles. So it's got to do with a Virgo. It's got to do with a person. This is a Tower, that this is something, they shock you somehow. How are they going to shock you? How are they going to shock you? By giving back what they stole? Oh, by taking responsibility for their actions? Or something that was stolen, something that decreased its value suddenly comes back? And it has to do with something that happened on day 3. This sense of somebody holding back a start, which sort of diminished this sense of value. And now there's like a sense of you're shocked because maybe somebody finally comes through, or somebody's finally willing to manage this situation. So good news where you don't expect it. What about day 6? Walking away from what doesn't serve you and being able to finally let go what has been draining you. A change in your feelings, a change in your emotions, a change in what you desire. Okay. And then 7 of Pentacles. It's almost like by day 6, you're willing to allow something to be over and to be done. You're willing to allow something to be over and done. But we've got to get into day 7. Let's ask the moon what's going on. What's hidden for Aquarius, please? We have surrender to the divine, so it's emotions that are hidden. This is a very emotional time. A situation or a stage has come to an end. It's come to fulfillment, and it's got to be released, emotionally released, and allowed to let go, allowed to be let go of. But what is this pertaining to for Aquarius? What is all this? Poise, something you're ready for? Or it's pertaining to getting you ready. Getting them ready for what? Getting Aquarius ready for what? It's like getting you ready for the next stage of your life, getting you ready for the completion of something that you thought would never come to an end. And whether it was because it was stressing you out or because you just never saw it coming, there's just this sense of you kind of know that it's coming, and all of this is happening now. All of this is happening to get you ready for what you know is inevitable, which is an ending of a cycle that you didn't see coming to an end, but it is coming to an end. And now you've got to decide, your way forward. Let's get an angel message really quick before we boogie on over to the extended. That link is down below in the description box. I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section. We have control issues that come out. I just feel like you know what this is, but you haven't been able to put words to it, or you haven't wanted to accept it. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. It's not about control. It's about what you've got to do. It's about showing the world who you are. And if somebody is trying to control you, like that devil energy, it's about stop worrying about that. Stop worrying about what restrictions or how they might try to come after you. It's a sense of just do what you are being called divinely to do, and God will take care of the rest. And I will see you guys in the extended reading.